What's going on, nation? DanielJon, I hope you guys are all good. And of course, I hope you're all okay. And before we start, check out this badass t-shirt. Look at that. You like that, didn't you? You like that. Miss Leanne Louise come home the other day and she was like, Dad, I've got you a new t-shirt. She was like, close your eyes. I was like, okay. And she pulled this out. I was like, oh my fucking God. Because I love the Avengers. And now I can wear them in pride. So, go and grab yourself a BBC. You're going to need it. That's some good coffee. That's some good coffee. Do you know what I received yesterday? A negative comment on YouTube. Yeah, a negative comment. Well, it wasn't negative because I took it, used it as positive, and the guy was lying. You know, he's just a plain liar. He said to me, along the lines of the question, if I can, let me just get the vibes. I'm sending you the vibes. He turned around and said, some people would just never make it on YouTube because they're not funny and blah, 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 and I'm one of them. That's how I know he was lying. He told me I'm not funny. Maybe he's right. I'm only joking. I don't care what you've got to fucking say. You need to sit the fuck down, grab yourself a big black coffee, and chill the fuck out. But I still love you. So, without further ado, let's get on with this Q&A. I asked you guys to answer the questions in the YouTube channel. I also asked you on Facebook, and I believe I asked you on Twitter. So I've got them screenshotted on the YouTube ones. The Facebook page at the bottom, open. And I'm going to grab my phone for the Twitter one because I'm going to have to scan through that. And it's a lot quicker for me to do it on my phone. So, looking swole. You don't need to lie, man. I'm not that big. I'm a baby. Any particular reason for the belt in your warm-up sets? I'm guessing you're talking about the deadlift video. I don't want to... did you not want to misgroove the wrong pattern? To be honest with you, the reason I don't use it through my three first warm-up sets. The first sets I do completely unbelted because they're the ones that I'm progressing to. Now, the beginning of my actual working sets, that specific day, the day before that, I did a delivery and we had 20 cases of bottled water and I had to run them upstairs. And my back was just feeling a bit tender. And I forgot to mention that in the video. So that was why I was wearing a belt in my first two warm-up sets and also my heaviest deadlift set. But usually I don't. It was just because my back felt a bit niggly because running 20 cases of water up the stairs in this building, it was pretty hardcore. So, this with regards to the apprenticeship question that I answered last week. You would pay someone to follow your training program. Sounds like too good to be true. I don't want people to think that I'm going to give you like £1,000 a month or something, you know. I don't fucking have that kind of money at hand. Eventually, someday, I'd like to have sponsored athletes. I think that'd be really cool. I'd like to sponsor people. And that's that. But regards to the apprenticeship, I'll give you a bit more information. I would like to take somebody, whether it be you or someone on Facebook, whoever it is that I choose to do, or maybe 2 or 3 people, depends on my financial situation at the time, put you on specific training programs and see how you progress. The training programs will be designed by me, and because obviously they'll be new, I don't feel like, I don't feel that it'd be right for me to charge people for a program that is not yet proven, and it's just for me to try, and you be my apprentice, if you will. Obviously, it's not going to be stupid, crazy shit. It is going to be, full in depth, compound lifts and accessory work and things like that. A bit of cardio, incorporated diets and things like that. But I would do all of that. You be my apprentice. You would do the workouts and the things that I set, the macros that I set you for that day. Obviously, it's not going to be extreme. I'm not going to cut you down to like 10 grams of fat. It is all going to be legit. And then I'll supply you with like clothing and things like that. And I'll try and put a bit of money in your account. Whether it be weekly or monthly to help you to buy food or maybe, things like that. So that was kind of the idea. It will definitely happen, but at the moment I'm not financially fit enough to do it, but it was definitely something that I want to do, hopefully before the end of this year. I think that'd be really good, wouldn't it? So, someone answered the next question. Dan, you've got a really good channel here. See, look, you guys like my channel. Can you hear that motherfucker just gone past my window in some fucking superbike? Fuck you, motherfucker. He's fucking going out the road like a lunatic. Fucking go and chase him later. You know what I'm saying? So, see, look, you've got a really nice channel here. Thank you very much. See, that other wanker he was just jealous. He obviously didn't have a BBC, had a bad day, probably hasn't been laid for about 2 years. Just one of those guys, just a wanker. Just a wanker. We have them in life. Just how it is. Let him get on with it. quick question about foam rolling. Is there such thing as too much foam rolling throughout the day? For example, legs DOMs, or we know about that delayed onset muscle soreness on leg day. Whoa, hits me hard and I foam roll 4 to 5 times throughout the day. Is this counterproductive? Thanks, subscribe. Now, I always believe in foam rolling before my workout, and I enjoy doing a little bit after my workout. And then what I do is I just foam roll. You guys know that I have very, very tight muscles and a very tight hips, and when that shows in some of my squat videos. I have a butt wink. It's eliminated a little bit now. So I used to foam roll 3, 4, 5 times a day when I was at home. You know, I'd be up here in the office, I'd have my foam roller in the corner, and where I'm sitting down all day, my legs are at a 90-degree angle. Sometimes I'll stretch them out and things like that, and I would just foam roll. Because I'd be sitting here after leg day and my legs would start cramping. So foam rolling was, you know, great for me. I'm not going to say it was counterproductive. I'm not going to say that there's too much stuff as foam rolling, because that's like saying there's too much. It's too much stretching is bad for you. You know, if you're stretching, you know, that's a good way of keeping healthy and flexible. So I'm not going to say that too much foam rolling is counterproductive and bad for you. I am going to say that it is good. Definitely for, you know, your leg DOMs, or maybe you have a tight lower back or something like that. I like to roll out my lower back and also my traps. That feels amazing. If you've done that, let me know in the comment section, because I absolutely love the feeling of like rolling out your back. But no, I'm going to say for the best part, no, you're not going to fucking overdo it kind of thing. You know, all you're doing is breaking down the muscles, you know, or you're just rolling out the lactic acid kind of thing. So see how it goes for you, my brother. Right, I've got a few questions here. These were actually asked. I didn't realise this, okay? When I get a notification on the Facebook page, I didn't realise where the wall was. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, you guys will comment on, say, a video or something that I've commented, and you guys will comment, and I always answer those questions. Well, the other day I was scrolling through Facebook and I come up on my DanielJonFitness Facebook page wall. Now, as silly as that sounds, I didn't know the Facebook page wall had a wall. I only knew your profile, you know, has one. So anyway, I was going through there and I was like, fuck me, these guys must think I'm some sort of arsehole. Like, I haven't answered their questions. So I've got a few questions that I picked from there. This comes from Seedow. He actually bought a couple of shirts the other day, brother. They will be sent out this week. Hey, I have a question for you tomorrow. This is probably like really late, so I'm very sorry. Currently trying to lose some weight, tweaked my macros a while back, but still unable to go to the gym. Any recommendations on how to help weight loss progress? So I'm guessing you're at home. You're eating a fairly good balanced diet. You're in a caloric deficit, so you should be losing weight. If you're fine, you're not losing weight, do some circuits at home. You know, if you're limited to not being able to go to the gym, there's always stuff that you can do at home. If weight loss is your goal and you don't have no strength training equipment, you can always do certain circuits, maybe ab circuits, maybe aerobic circuits. As silly as it sounds, these things do work in helping to progress towards weight loss. And if you are limited to obviously not going to a gym and things like that, then you can do, you know, circuits into home. You can do maybe push-ups, sit-ups. If you can do chin-ups on a door frame that's sturdy enough, do some chin-ups. If you've got a door frame that only sticks out about this much and doing chin-ups with just your finger grips, that's going to develop some really good strength in your forearms, because the simple fact is you're not using your whole hand to hold your weight, you're only using your fingertips, so it develops a lot more strength in your forearms. But there's plenty of things you can do at home to still get results if overall weight loss is your goal. So let me know how that goes for you, brother. Hey Dan, a question for the Q&As. I always see you have a large breakfast. However, I never have the appetite in the morning, but need a large breakfast prior to my triathlete training. Any tips on a way to boost your appetite early on in the day? Cheers from Nottingham. I was in Nottingham last year for a stag do. I was the best man. So, I always see you have a large breakfast. Yes, I do have a very large breakfast. When I have my large breakfast in the morning, I've been up, 2 or 3 hours prior to that. So it's not like I jump straight out of bed and have a huge breakfast. I just do it because I've gone to the gym, I come back, I have a shower, get changed, do some computers, answer the emails and things like that. Then I have something to eat. So I'm not fresh out of bed, have a shower, have something to eat. I don't know if I could do that. To be honest, I've never tried. But to boost your metabolism, your energy in the morning, eat earlier, eat your last meal at night slightly earlier. So when you go to bed, say for instance you go to bed at 10 o'clock at night, try eating at say 6 o'clock in the evening. So then that way, say you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, that's a 12 hour gap between that. you may wake up hungry. If you're eating very late at night, say for instance you eat at 10 o'clock at night, you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, you're probably still going to be digesting that meal in between, so you're not going to want to eat. So try that, see how that goes for you. And meal timing is irrelevant, so you know, don't feel that you need to have a heavy breakfast. Although if you are training for triathlete, you might need some sort of energy source, because I know that shit's not easy. Oh shit, what am I doing, man? Fucking up here, I've got the Facebook page open now. Right. Any tips for incorporating training into endurance athlete? Oh, it's the same gentleman, but he wants to know incorporating strength training into endurance athlete, triathlete, functional strength, e.g. functional strength training over hypertrophy. Right, to be honest with you, I don't know a huge in-depth about triathlete training, triathlons and things like that, because I've never been such a long distance runner and things like that. You know, I suffer with that because I have asthma. Although I am going to say everybody should do some sort of strength training, I believe. You know, I don't believe hypertrophy work is great. It does give you a good looking physique. I'm not going to lie, it really does. But I believe everybody, from your grandma to your great grandma to your mum to your dad, your sister, your best friend, everyone should incorporate some sort of strength training into their day or their week. And the reasons being is because the benefits from it prove positive, if you will. You know, without getting too much in depth about it, because I don't want to blabber on about this too much, but strength training should be an essential, in my opinion. Don't hold me to that, okay? That is my own personal opinion. I believe, sorry, the camera's just flashing, I don't know what's going on. I believe strength training is very important, and I believe, I don't want to go into too much of this video. My nan and my granddad, I see them struggling to walk, I see them struggling to get out of chairs and things like that, and that was because back in the 60s, the 50s, the 40s and 30s and whatever else like that, when my granddad and my nan were born, strength training and things like that wasn't really established, if you will. You know, fitness and bodybuilding only ever blew up really when Pumping Iron came out. When Arnold Schwarzenegger stepped onto that stage, it got kind of recognition that it deserved. Prior to that, the only people that worked out really were these, you know, the people that win circuses, circus freaks, strongmen. And you know, the ones that picked up that heavy dumbbell and placed it over their head. You'll see many pictures of that. So prior to that generation, that's why most old people nowadays find themselves very crippled, very hard to walk. And I'm speaking for the majority of people here. I see a lot of elderly people every single day struggling to walk, and I'm hoping that by me incorporating strength training into my workouts now, I'm not going to have to be as bad as that when I get to that age. So I believe strength training should be incorporated into everybody's day, or every week or so. What are your views on If It Fits Your Macros? Are you ever going to do a collab with any other fitness community on YouTube? First of all, let's hit the If It Fits Your Macros. I do that every single day, okay? I have, at the moment, I'm having pancakes for breakfast. So, although they are got a little bit of sugar in them and things like that, I only have Splenda or sweetener on them anyway, and a bit of lemon. But for the best part, yeah, I do believe in it, okay? I don't believe being stupidly strict on your diet, because when you're that stupidly strict on your diet, you're going to tend to fall off of it. What I like to do, this is what I do every single day. If I know, for instance, my breakfast doesn't really change at the moment. I'm having pancakes and 4 eggs. So it's 3 pancakes, 4 eggs. It works out about 700-800 calories, give or take. I like to have a little treat during the day, whether that be a packet of crisps, whether it be maybe a dairy milk chocolate bar, or maybe it be at the moment I'm getting these from work because someone broke a massive crate of them, and they are lemonade, like in a bottle, in a glass bottle. It's really expensive stuff, but the crate's broken, so we don't have to pay for it. So I've been like drinking them. I asked my manager, and they're like about 180 calories each, but they are just like the bomb. I can't even shit you. I've never seen them in shops before. I would never purchase one anyway, because I'm not one to buy expensive drinks, but they are the bomb, and I find that just takes away all my sugar cravings. So I believe in If It Fits Your Macros. I don't believe you have to be ridiculously strict. When I'm driving, I shouldn't say this, and I don't condone it, I do eat while I'm driving, because obviously I'm on the go all day, and I will eat a chicken breast, just a chicken breast. I will not shit you. You will see in the full day of eating video that I will record very soon for you. I will eat a plain chicken breast, just pick it up and eat it, okay? Because I can't have time to, you know, eat stuff off a spoon, because that's just too dangerous. So I'd rather just reach over, grab a chicken breast and eat that, you know, maybe put it in a wrap and eat a chicken breast in a wrap. And that is as plain as I will go. And I don't feel that bothers me, because I will have something that allows me to cheat a little bit on my diet that day, although still being in a caloric deficit. So, I've got to go over to the Twitter page now. I hope this camera's not dropping. It looks like it's dropped a little bit. I'm sorry if it has. I don't want you to be looking at my bollocks in a minute. I shouldn't have used that word, I'm sorry. Right, excuse me, I'm going to get the Twitter page up, because I believe I saw some questions on there when I was going through the Facebook page this morning, the Twitter page. Hey, tips for someone at DanielJonFitness. Follow me if you haven't. Have you got any tips for anyone who is trying to put on weight but struggling to put on muscle mass on a caloric surplus but afraid of getting fat? Okay, right, so you want to put on muscle mass, you're scared of eating in a caloric surplus, you don't want to gain too much fat. Be sensible. Don't do what I did. When I bulked up, I got ridiculously fat. I'm still holding a lot of fat now, but I got to the point where I just looked sick. Okay, I just looked like a fucking motherfucker that never worked out a day in his life. So if you are going to go on this venturing of a bulk, set yourself a time limit or a weight gain that you would like to hit. So say for instance you're currently 160 pounds. Say you're going to bulk for the next 6 months and you want to hit 185 pounds in that 6 months. When you hit 185 pounds, if you hit that in the first 4 months, don't go beyond that. I had my goal at 190 pounds. I went to 206. I just looked ill. I looked horrible. I looked like I never worked out a day in my life. I'm currently just done a weigh-in video this morning, so go and check that. Be up on the channel this week. It'll be actually probably up maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. I'll have to try and edit it quickly for you. But yeah, just be sensible. Use a bit of your savvy. Set yourself a goal, a primary goal. Something that you can achieve without busting your ass too much, and something that is realistic, okay? I'm going that if you're not an enhanced person, okay? If you're enhanced, it's a little bit different for you, okay? I can't really help you there because I don't know enough about it. So I'm going to end this Q&A here. Let me just quickly check through the Twitter page again, make sure there is no more questions. There probably is, and I'm sorry if I haven't seen them because I don't really know how to use Twitter. Right. I think I'm scrolling through my wall at the moment. I think that's what it's called. My notifications. Is your gym open 24/7 and do you bring the BBC? And do you bring your BBC in considering you train so early? Yes, my gym is 24/7. It's actually like 24/5, if you will. They shut on fucking Friday night and Saturday night. I have no idea fucking why. And do you bring your BBC in considering you train so? I drink BBC in the gym. BBC baby. Big black coffee. I don't drink pre-workouts. I used to. I do occasionally, but they're just too expensive for me at the moment. I can't justify paying that kind of money for it when I can just buy a pot of coffee, get a little bit of buzz off it, and enjoy it more. Yes, I said it. I enjoy coffee more than I enjoy a pre-workout. I just need a coffee company to endorse me or something. You know, just send me some free coffee for fuck's sake. I'll drink that shit every single fucking day of my life. I don't even care. Okay. Have a great day, guys. Have a great Sunday. I hope you are. I understand in some of your countries where you are now, it's probably Saturday, maybe even Monday. I'm not too sure. But I hope you guys have a great day regardless. I hope you enjoyed this video. We're fucking dragging this motherfucker on. I'm very sorry. I'm going to do this in one part. So if you're sitting here still watching this, then I love you, okay? You guys are fucking awesome. So I hope you have a great day. Take care. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.